Hey, I'm playing Maggie May by Rod Stewart, straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play along with me. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. After the song, I'll do a basic tutorial together with a slow motion close-up play along you might find helpful. Now here goes. Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you. It's late September and I really should be back at school. I know I keep you amused, but I feel I'm being used. Oh, Maggie, I couldn't have tried anymore. You lured me away from home just to save you from being alone. You stole my heart, that's what really hurts. The morning sun, when it's in your face, really shows your age. But that don't worry me none, in my eyes, everything. I laughed at all of your jokes. My love, you didn't need to coax. Oh, Maggie, I couldn't have tried anymore. You lured me away from home just to save you from being alone. You stole my soul, that's a pain I can do without. All I needed was a friend to lend a guiding hand. But you turned into a lover, and mother, what a lover, you pour me out. All you did was wreck my bed, and in the morning kick me in the head. Oh, Maggie, I couldn't have tried anymore. You lured me away from home, 'cause you didn't want to be alone. You stole my heart, couldn't leave you if I tried. I suppose I could collect my books and get on back to school, steal my daddy's cue and make a living out of playing pool, finding myself a rock and roll band that needs a helping hand. Oh, Maggie, I wished I'd never seen your face. Made a first-class fool out of me, but I'm as blind as a fool can be. You stole my heart, but I love you anyway. Maggie, I wish I'd never seen your face. I'll get on back on one of these days. Oh, okay, Maggie, here goes. The strum throughout, with the single exception of a weird spot in the mandolin solo, the strum is a simple. I'm just going to do a D. Now the emphasis is on the first and third. You hear that, right? also doing a pause. I'm not even sure if I did it always, but most of the time I do a strong down, pause, strong down. So first, second, third, fourth, first, second, third, fourth. And that's it. I'm going to go through the chords now. 1, 2. Single exception is about to come up. That's it. 2 strong B minors, that's why I wrote it in twice. Wake up, Maggie, I think it's time to start talking about the rest of the song. Okay, so one other note on the chords. I wrote them in as accurately as I could tell from the original studio recording from Rod Stewart. There's a point where sometimes there's an A suspended fourth, sometimes an A, and sometimes both. Here's what I mean. Maggie, I couldn't have tried any more. Sometimes it's A, sometimes it's A suspended fourth, sometimes it's like that. I tried to do it authentically, but you can play it however you like. If you really like the way it goes, you can just play that every time, right? You can play it that way every time. You don't have to play it the way I wrote it. You don't have to play it the way he played it. So you can play it however you think is cool. But the reason, if you see the inconsistency in my song sheet, it was consistent with the recording, even though it's inconsistent between the verses. All right, now, I am going to discuss that bad kazoo solo and issue an apology for that. But first, the chord transitions. Okay, so we start out with a D, right? And then, I hate to say it, you got to pick them all up and switch over to an E minor. It's a pretty big jump, and that is possibly the hardest thing in the song. If you can get from the first chord to the second chord, you can play this song. All right? D, pick them all up and go to the E minor. Sorry. And then you have to pick them all up and go to a G, but at least G is really familiar to most people. If you've learned 3 chords, one of them is G. So D, E minor, G, and now at least from G to a D and back to a G, take a look at my ring finger. See how it stays stuck to the ukulele? It just slides down and up. That's the only finger that does that, but you can think of it that way. So D, they all stay, pick up E minor, G, but then from D to G and back to D, at least they're all staying. At least you've got your ring finger as kind of an anchor point. And then pick them all up. And then the way I go from the D to a E minor, my index finger is gonna go flat here. I'm going to bar the 2nd fret for the B minor. So my index finger is already almost there. It stays on the ukulele and just drops. My ring finger goes where it's comfortable, because that's where it's comfortable, right? And that's it. Wake up. Now for this, you're going to have to slide down, and they do pick up, but your index finger doesn't move much. It just goes over 1 string and down up fret. Wake up, Maggie, I think now here, from the A to the G, see now it's your index finger doing that slide. It stays stuck to the ukulele, it slides up 1, and you've got your G. And now it's your ring finger. So at least from A to G to D, you're never picking up all of your fingers. Now from D to an A you are the 2nd time, but at least you're back to that. And now, yes, from the G, you're picking them all up again to the E minor. Maggie, I couldn't have, and you're going to pick up. There's a lot of pickup jumps, aren't there? Sorry, I have no tricks. I don't. You just have to pick up your hands and drop all the fingers down in a different place. I don't have any tricks to help you with that. Feel I'm being used. Pick them all up. Maggie, I couldn't have. Pick them all up. Tried. Pick them all up again. Anymore again. And then again. Wow. Alright, this might be harder for a beginner than I expected. If you're encouraged by me saying that because you're a beginner and you were having a hard time, well, just realize in another couple months it won't be so hard for you. All right. I think the other thing I'm going to talk about, since I have no hints other than practice, for those parts. That mandolin solo, I wrote it out, and I was planning to play it with pre-K, KC, Kevin, and then my thumbnail broke. Actually, a couple of my significant fingernails broke, and I could no longer use it like a pick. But that was the idea. It was. I'll do it with a different fingernail. Do it this way. It's written out there. If you've got somebody who wants to use a pick, or if you've got a good fingernail then you can use as a pick. Better yet, if you can trill it like a mandolin. And now you know why I didn't do that, because that's even worse than my kazoo. Oh well, do what you can. Alright, now I'm going to play. I'm not going to play that part. I'm just going to play through one verse, the intro, and one verse, slow motion, close up on my left hand, so that you can follow along with all of those chord transitions if you want to. If you don't want to, then don't. But hey, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. You want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Of course, it's free. You want lots more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, then check out our Dropbox. You'll find hundreds of them. And then check out our meetup page and come play with us. Now, here goes. Slow motion. 1, 2, 3. Starting with the intro. 4 and... Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you. It's late September and I really should be back at school. I know I keep you amused, but I feel I'm being used. Oh, Maggie, I couldn't have tried anymore. You lured me away from home just to save you from being alone. You stole my heart, and that's what really hurts. That's it. See you Wednesday. Bye.